So don't quote me on this, but usually when movies drop new pictures, that means a new trailer is close behind. Let's talk a little bit about it. Hey everybody, I'm Killjoy Jake, and instead of having friends, I have horror movies. If you're excited for new horror flicks just like me, then make sure to like this video and subscribe for more horror content in the future. Also, I have been crazy busy posting new bonus content for Patreon supporters, specifically some trailer reactions on films like They Will Kill You and The Strangers Chapter 3. The best way to help out this page is by becoming a Patreon supporter, so make sure to check that out. The link is in the description of this video. Thank you to everyone who keeps me in business. Now let's get into the updates. So recently, I've been covering some updates on Paranormal Activity 8. Blumhouse has announced that they want to reboot this franchise after the series kind of took a weird turn in its last two flicks. Ghost Dimension was a big miss in my humble opinion, and then they tried to do something totally different, like reinventing what the series was with this film called Next of Kin. If you missed it, I think it's underrated personally. The thing about it though is that it's just not a Paranormal Activity flick. It's a really good found footage movie, but just not what you'd expect from this particular series. Now, after the Atomic Monster merger with Blumhouse, it seems like James Wan is going to be in charge of this franchise, which is a really funny full circle moment, especially considering that James Wan absolutely borrowed some elements from the original Paranormal Activity for his own flick Insidious in 2010. Paranormal Activity fans should be even more excited knowing that director Ian Tucson is going to be in charge of the Paranormal Activity reboot, standing in as the director, of course. It'll be a second directorial feature though, as we have a new trailer today for his first flick coming out from A24 called Undertone. If this trailer doesn't give you faith in this guy to lead the Paranormal Activity franchise forward, I don't know what will. Undertone stars Nina Kiri, or Alma from The Handmaid's Tale, as a podcast co-host listening to haunting recordings of what are allegedly ghosts. Interestingly enough, she calls herself the skeptic half of this podcasting duo, and I think through a tragic series of events, she's going to learn to believe here. She moves into her dying mother's house to be her primary caregiver when she receives audio recordings of a young pregnant couple experiencing supernatural noises. She realizes the woman's story mirrors her own. Today's trailer features some of these recordings, and they are terrifying. This and yesterday's teaser are already getting under my skin. Let's roll just a little bit of that. Man, in terms of sound design, Undertone may already be one of the best horror flicks of the year. I'm liking what I'm seeing here, but I'm loving what I'm hearing specifically. I'm really excited to see this one on a Friday the 13th in March. That's gonna be really hype. Both of Ian's upcoming projects, like his A24 movie here, as well as Paranormal Activity 8, absolutely have my attention. More updates to come. I don't even know why anyone else is releasing horror flicks this year when The Strangers Chapter 3 is just going to dominate. The highly anticipated third part of the groundbreaking and extremely well-reviewed Strangers trilogy comes to an end on February 6th, rated PG-13. I don't know, man, this movie looks like dog water. It seems like the other strangers here are forcing Maya to be one of them for some reason. They are once again ripping off the ending of the original film, which marks the second time this has happened in this trilogy. What the fuck? I guess we're at a motel this time. Does that make it any different? Does that work for you, Strangers fans? It ain't working for me. And truly, the only thing in this trailer that actually has me excited is the fact that we get a quick shot of a bloody meat grinder. Guys, Rennie Harlan, whoever is writing these movies, just listen to me real quick here. You guys can redeem yourself a little bit. Not completely, but like a little bit if you just push someone into this meat grinder. Guys, the kills have been tragically bad across two movies of what is supposed to be like a trilogy of slasher flicks, and like the one thing we want from a good slasher is a bunch of crazy kills, if nothing else. Push someone into this thing, come on. If this is just another lore dump on things that don't need to be explained about the Strangers, I'm walking out of the theater. Man, these movies have been nothing short of embarrassing, and Chapter 3 does not look any different, sadly. This one drops in a couple of weeks on February 6th if you're interested in wasting your money. It's a big day for new photos from highly anticipated upcoming horror flicks, as we just got a new shot from Ron 2 Hick. That's of course what I'm calling Ready or Not 2, Here I Come. I would encourage you all to do the same, because it's kinda silly. It's Samara Weaving as Grace, still in her blood-soaked dress from the first film, alongside her in-universe sister played by Catherine Newton. I think this may be from the sequence where Sarah Michelle Gellar and her in-universe brother are hunting down the sisters on a golf cart. Man, this movie looks like it's gonna be a ton of fun, releasing on March 27th. Interestingly enough, Grace may have more to worry about opposed to just rich people this time around. On the same date, New Line is releasing a similar film called They Will Kill You that will certainly give the highly anticipated sequel some competition. That flick stars Zazie Beetz playing a maid who is locked inside of a mansion and hunted down by rich people to be a satanic sacrifice. Where the two films are incredibly similar in terms of concept, I have to hand it to They Will Kill You for featuring some impressive cinematography that feels very 70s inspired, and some impressive fight choreography on display just from the trailer alone.
Where did you learn how to fight like that? Prison.
Just like Ron 2 Hick, TWKY also features a pretty excellent cast, rounded out by Patricia Arquette, Heather Graham, and Tom Felton. Three actors who I know can play villains based on some of their previous roles. Wow, that last weekend in March is going to be a very interesting showdown at the box office. The truth is though, horror fans are just gonna win no matter what, and rich people are gonna lose. That's the important thing. We'll be eating the rich and some popcorn on March 27th. Ooh, baby, a Scream 7 update, not a pesky rumor. Oh no, we got a brand new shot of Ghostface. Let's talk a little bit about it. It's a sick looking still of Ghostface with a knife that I will certainly be using on thumbnails for many, many years into the foreseeable future. Or at least for as long as they're making Scream movies. This looks like it comes from the same scene where Sydney is locking herself inside of the panic room installed into her house for this very situation. I wonder if this is where Sydney and her family were hiding when Gail told the Carpenter sisters in part 6 that Sydney was in a safe place, like literally in a safe place.
Nice try, sweetie, but I've done this dance before.
Oh! It's nothing but good news for Scream 7 today, as a brand new shot of Ghostface tells me that the marketing campaign is starting to pick up here. I imagine this has to lead into some sort of second trailer, considering that we are getting dangerously close to the release of the 7th installment in less than 2 months. Honestly, I'd be shocked if we don't get another trailer by the end of next week. Even if not though, it seems like marketing is picking up, meaning we'll be getting more and more things in the coming months. Scream 7 releases on February 27th. I am very excited for it. Stay tuned for more updates on this bad boy. Lots of updates, lots of excitement. What update from today's video was your favorite, and which one has you the most pumped? Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching again. Please subscribe, and as always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all.